Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody guys, let's take a look again on the euro currency. So you can see that euro is continuing downward action. So yesterday we also have got the positive statistics from the United States. Today we also will get the multiple Michigan indicators. So also will make impact on the market. In Europe within the few hours we will get CPI for the April. But in general our suggestion that this is a bit artificial moment that somehow it was decided that the trading war should make the United States weaker. It was not confirmed, and currently you can see that euro currency is just trending lower, and this was just emotional impact on the markets. The market was not able to pass even through the 124 area, at least currently. So speaking now yesterday's situation, market has broken our heavy pattern, and we said that keep an eye on the direction of the breakout. As soon as this will happen, it will show you in what direction the market should follow, at least technically. So currently you can see market yesterday has closed below the lows of a heavy pattern. That is important signal, and I suggest that probably within a minor reaction here, downward action should continue. So we still keep our long-term bearish view on the euro currency by multiple reasons that we talked about every time in our weekly report. They mostly stand fundamental and political, and we think that euro currency will stand under pressure in relation to United States dollar with a foreseeable future. So and currently it's very difficult to find the reason for some significant rally on the euro, some major reversal. So for me, it's chance on downward action in the long-term perspective looks preferable. Speaking on the short-term situation on the 4-hour time frame chart, take a look what we have. Yesterday reaction on this action was really small, and we haven't got even our guardless triple to buy. So market was making an attempt to continue move higher, failed to do this right around the weekly pivot point, then collapsed. Now it dropped below the previous lows. Now it stands also below the weekly pivot support one, and take a look, it has broken this support line. And what's more important is that, guys, with this ABC top pattern, that was the COP reaction, market dropped lower. Next target stands OP at 1133, right around these lows. In general, on the daily chart and larger perspective, we keep in mind possible butterfly pattern. So that could become the left wing of the butterfly on the daily chart, and now it could be that market is forming right wing of the pattern. So in this area, market has no significant supports, because take a look, this A point stands above the C. So it means that with this drop, market already has broken all support levels here. On this way up, were calculated the fib levels, but recently, if you remember, the last one, the 618 support, was right at weekly pivot support one, this area, and it also has been broken. Not very significant. Market stands actually very close to it, but still, that was the breakout. And in fact, it means that right from these lows right to the bottom in this area, we don't have any valuable fib levels. So this is relatively free space where market could fluctuate. So that being said, short-term targets 1133. Longer-term perspective, we'll keep an eye on the daily chart where a butterfly could be formed. Within the few hours, we could get the pullback here, because on the hourly chart you can see market has completed XOP target. So you remember yesterday we talked that we are not very comfortable with this pullback, just because XOP has not been hit, and until market will keep C point valid, market could return right back down and hit COP. As we haven't got any upward continuation with our, as we have expected, guardless triple to buy or something that's not been formed, and market just showing upward action, very short term, and then collapsed. we've got this butterfly. Now we have the butterfly right in the XOP, and take a look here. Potentially, we could get the double repo buy. So it's a small pattern, but it could trigger the upward retracement. So we call it, we talked about it not just because of trading, so we don't call currently euro on the long side of the market, but it's just the pattern that could trigger the upward action. Currently, guys, personally, I would prefer to wait for some kind of the ABCD action maybe, and we'll keep an eye on the 112 area because this is conference resistance. Here it could be, for example, kind of the ABCD if we'll get the Gartner's triple to sell. Well, in this case, maybe it makes sense to try and take the short position on your currency, because within the whole week, any attempt to the market to move higher has failed. So that has happened here. That was actually our first entry short. The market collapsed. As soon as the ABCD has been completed, we had discussed Gartner's triple to buy, although we warned you about our doubts on a bullish perspective. Anyway, minor pullback has happened. Market collapsed. Yesterday, in reaction on the Steven Mnuchin words on the euro tariffs, this market rallied, but wasn't able to continue move high and collapsed again. So, in the current circumstances and with the statistics that we have this week from the Europe, it's very difficult to find the reason currently to take the long position on the euro. So that's why currently we treat this possible upward action only as a retracement, and it would be better for, at least personally, I will be watching for clear bearish continuation patterns on the euro. So that's our opinion on euro currency for today's session.